multiple if. In this video, I'm going to discuss about nested if and how to implement programs using nested if. And also, we'll see what is syntax of nested if, all that. So next thing, nested if. What is nested if? Hope we understood two forms of if so far. One is simple if, the other one is multiple if. But now we are going to discuss about nested if. An if within another if is known as nested if. An if within another if is known as nested if. Now the syntax looks like this. The syntax looks like this. Generally, you know the syntax of if by now from the previous videos. First, declare if statement, condition 1. Now, inside this, put one more condition. Again, one more. If condition 2. Again, inside this, one more condition. It keeps going. And of course, you can write statements inside this. And finally close this. This is simple syntax of nested if. Of course, inside this if you can have one more if. Inside that one more. Inside that one more. In this way you can have any number of if statements. I hope this is clear to all of you. Here the point is, you can write statements here also in the outer if block. Inside here also. It doesn't mean that you should write statements only in the inner if block. It's not like that. If required, you may put statements here. Also, you may put statements here, anywhere. So I hope this is clear. But the point is, in this nested if, you can execute condition 2 only if condition 1 is true. Means, if outer condition is true, then you come to inner condition. Otherwise, you will never come to inner condition without outer condition being true. I hope this is clear. Got clarity on this now? Now, how to implement a program using nested if? So here, to understand this, let's write a program using nested if. What I want is, before going to work this with this program to implement using nested if, I want you to implement the same program using multiple if, so that you know the difference between multiple if and nested if and how to implement a logic using multiple if, same logic with multiple if and nested if. I hope this is clear now. It's very simple. Program is program to find. What is the program? Program to find greatest of three numbers. I'm sorry. Greatest of three numbers. I request you implement this program using multiple if first, then nested if. So pause this video for a while, implement the programs, come back, again go through the logic once. Now continuing with this logic, here you should take three numbers, A, B, C. If I want to say A is bigger, I should compare A with B, also A with C. Means it looks like this, A greater than B and A greater than C. And here we have to apply a logical operator and to combine these two conditions. We use and because here both the conditions must be true. Then only your whole expression is true. If that should be the case, the operator which you should apply here must be logical and. Do you understand this, my dear friends? So that's it. So point is, if you want to find greatest of three numbers, what you should do, you should compare A with B and A with C. Again, you should repeat the same for B and C also. Compare B with A and B with the C. C with A and C with the B. Means you should write three different if blocks here with multiple if. Then how do you write a program for this? It's very simple. I don't think there is any difficulty here. I'll just show you. Open your Eclipse, and here the program is greatest of three numbers. I hope this is clear. Now you declare three variables, my dear friends. Declare three variables: a equal to 10, comma b equal to 5, comma c equal to 4, something like this. You can initialize any values and you can declare any variables. You don't have any restriction that you should take ABC or you should take 10, 5, 4. It's your choice. Generally, in real time, it's programming requirement. At learning level, it's the user choice or learner choice. Now I should find greatest of three numbers. I should write a program for that. So it's very simple. Take an if statement and compare A in the first if block. A greater than B and A greater than C. Then I can say A is big. And similarly, compare B. B greater than A and B greater than C. Then say that B is big. Similarly, write one more if block and compare C. It's nothing but C greater than A and C greater than B. In this way, to find greatest of three numbers, you take three different if blocks, and each if block checks whether the number is bigger than, whether one variable is bigger than the remaining two. That's whether A is bigger than B and C, whether B is bigger than A and C, whether C is bigger than A and B. That's it. Now let me run this. Among all these three, A is bigger. So you get the output as, you can see there, A is big. Suppose I give 50 here, B has 50. Now here, it comes here. The first condition will be false because A is not greater than B. Then it checks this. Here this is true. Then you get output as B is big. And similarly, same thing happens for C. What is that? Suppose I'll take here, C has sum 60. Then here you get the output as C is big. Now you see this. The first two conditions will be false here. Then this becomes true. And one thing in multiple if is, here every block is executing. I mean, every condition is checked. I'm sorry. Every condition is checked. This one, this one, this one. Every if condition is validated, but only one if block is executed. That is whichever is true. That's it. But clarity or not. Maybe in some other cases, all the ifs can also be true. But here, only one if can be true. Remaining will be false. And the point is, every if condition is validated. Maybe executing block is decided based on the Boolean value return. If it is true, block is executed. Otherwise, false. Block is not executed. So I hope this is clear. So this is how to find greatest of three numbers using multiple if. Suppose I want to do the same thing with nested if, because we are talking about nested if here. I want to do that using nested if. That is the topic here. Then how do you do? Here, if you are doing nested if, you don't need logical operators. You can split these conditions into two if blocks. One in the outer if block, the second one in the inner if block. How? Let me show you. The first one, if A greater than B, and the second if, put one more if inside this, if A greater than C. That's it. Close this. Now you can see this. You don't need logical here. You can split it into one more if. Now, if this outer if is true, you come to inner if block. If this is true, then the statement is executed. So, if any one condition is false, then you don't get the output at the statement. I hope this is clear. And similarly, you can do the same for remaining two blocks. If B greater than A, then you can say what is that? Again, if B greater than C, opening brace, Now you can say what is that? B is big. Do the same for remaining one, C also. If C greater than A, again if C greater than B, then what is that? C is big. Which is bigger? C is bigger. Of course, change the statement here. C is big. I hope this is clear. So, hope you got an idea about this. For clarity on this, this is how to find greatest of three numbers using nested if. Maybe a small correction in multiple if also, my dear friends. I think you should change the statement in C block. Here, I think I should make this as what is that, my dear friends? C. Please excuse me for this typo. Excuse me. There is a typo. Here, actually, I should correct this as C is big. I hope you got this. Now, again, revert back to which one? Your nested if now. I hope you got an idea how to find greatest of three numbers using nested if also. For clarity or not. No? Now run the application, then you get the same output as usual, like how we got in the previous execution when we do it for multiple if. I hope this is clear to all of you, my dear friends. Hope you got clarity on different forms of if, simple if, multiple if, and nested if. Make sure here try to correct this typo. While I was discussing executing this multiple if, this is a small typo which is there, which I didn't observe, so excuse me for that. Now, that's all. That's the idea about multiple if and nested if. Hope this is clear. Clear, right? So, got clarity on this, my dear friends? So, that's all about all the different forms of if. In the next video, I'm going to discuss about if else and programs on if else.